Hello everybody, I am Count Christo. Welcome back. Sorry, I'm slightly out of breath. Thank you very much for joining me. Let's do this thing. This, in case there was any doubt, is the thing. You know, the campaign that we're doing? It's called Imperial British Campaign. I'm just kidding. Okay, Greece, give me that state. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, God. Sorry. The reason I'm out of breath is because I did some pull-ups. If you want to get fit, there's a very easy way to do it. All you have to do is find some good unit of time, like once a YouTube episode. And then once you've finished that unit of time, just do X pull-ups or push-ups or something like that. And if you do that, like if I record 10 episodes today, and I do 10 pull-ups after every episode, I get 100 pull-ups done in a day. And I just do that every day, and then you get stupidly fit. It's great. You should do it. Chat, comments. This is your lifetime tip from Christo for today. All right, moving swiftly on. We are handling things pretty nicely over here. We're holding our ground. There goes Korea. Speaking of Korea, let's take a look at the United Chinese front. I'm pretty much just letting the Chinese handle it. In fact, most of these guys aren't even assigned to their front line, which is weird. Oh, no, those were actually from a different army. Fair enough. Easily solved. There we go.
Listen up.
Not quite. Not quite. There we go. Okay.
Orders.
You guys should all be on this front. No, this front. And you guys are the ones I sent over here. Okay, you guys should all be on this front. Now deploy to it. Good. You guys going to the right place? No, because there's a division here. So many of you need to go this side of the division. Excuse me. You guys go here, thank you. And you need an attack plan too. Good. Okay, that should be okay. Xinjiang obviously not a huge threat. Don't want them to take over India though, because India is providing a fair amount of our relatively meager manpower reserves. Holding fine over here, including that new expansion of territory that we made. Good. Front's a bit untidy. Let's kill a couple of thousand of Romanians to clean it up. It's just things like this that can get the YouTube algorithm going. Alright. So we've got most of our men in place. We've got vast aerial dominance. Switzerland has joined us. Oh, they hadn't actually previously joined us. They previously joined us in the Chinese war, I see. But we have mountaineers deployed to the region, so I'm not overly concerned. Okay, we can see, you know, 20 divisions, like 20 divisions, 10 divisions, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3. I wonder where we're going to attack. Let's do this thing, shall we? Let's start launching. I don't think we need to do anything fancy. It's going to be a full frontal assault. It's going to be glorious, devastating, and unstoppable. Begin. Look at that. Instant victory all the way along the line. Very, very nice indeed. Tanks doing sterling work. That's what I like to see. Okay. Meanwhile, in the north, we have a few encirclement possibilities immediately present themselves. I do love fighting by the coast, because it provides you with ample and constant encirclement opportunities. About straight through to Ghent. Seems good. Lovely. You guys are free. How about a general bulking up? No. I don't like those. Delete your plan. You guys... No, we have a bit of a gap here. Can't help but notice. Where do I want you to go? I think it is the French front. Let's provide a specific bulking up on the section that's going to be pushing in here. And once they're there and deployed, we can jiggle the front line so there's no overlap. Seems good to me. Okay, tanks are pushing in. As I said, they are basically unopposed. It's only basically the only thing actually opposing them is German troops just moving through this area rather than much actually deploying to try and stop them. What's this? There's some raiding. We're doing our best to stop raiding. Got carriers deploying in to fight these subs, which doesn't seem hugely sensible. We also, of course, have our vast fleet deploying out to Singapore. When it gets there, we will talk about what it's going to be doing. But it ain't there yet, so we can hang fire on that one. The mines have been replenished up quite a bit. I'd like you rejig a little bit. We have been placing a lot of mines around Japan. We currently have filled the ocean around Japan with mines, which is always lovely. At this point, I think it's fine for the mining fleet to split, and then join the raiding forces in the region. Not strike force, raiding. There we go. Bring us up to 100% raiding efficiency. That's what I like to see. Okay, good. That's going to decimate huge numbers of enemy convoys. Let's turn on automatic supply and fill these guys in so they're all resupplying up to 10. Anyone who is over should automatically feed into anyone who is under. Although I've just set these guys to try and reinforce to 10 of this type of submarine. So actually the miners are not going to automatically reinforce. Good. Okay, what are you? A scout, eh? A scout not instantly being snapped up by one of these guys, huh? That is a rare sight. Okay, well, in that case, congratulations on being the newest strike force in the British fleet. And you are going to auto-reinforce up to a nice 10-1 scout. Good. Cannibalizing out of this. We've got some screens here. I'll have them in the east, please. Okay. Now, on the German front, let's just roll through here, shall we? We're basically being unopposed. I'll see you in Strasbourg. That's what I'm thinking. How'd that pocket go in the north? Dunkirk pocketed. No miracle at Dunkirk for these Germans. Let's be going on and on through here. In fact, those Marines, I want them to come and hang back for a bit in Paris. We're probably going to use them to cross the Rhine at a few key points most easily, because we are going to pause our offensive when we get to the Rhine, build up some planning bonus, wipe out some enemy planes, that kind of thing. You guys just want to keep rolling in here. We're really largely unopposed, and with this kind of air support, we're in a very good shape. Of course, when I say that, we actually have no air support over this region, so let's change that. Good. We have highly experienced fighter pilots over northern France, so I have every faith they can keep carrying out their duty with less men. The men who have gained great veterancy fighting over the seas are now going to have their plans slightly changed, tweaked, just a touch. Going to want a few more interceptors over some key regions here, and the rest of them deployed to France. Okay, you guys very much unnecessary now that we've wrapped up so much more of the enemy land. I do want to keep at least 100 on each of these areas. Naval bombers are still useful. Now the Strat bomber wings, who have finished mining up the Black Sea. Ho ho, do I have a job for you? Fly out of Oslo. It's time to bomb Berlin. Okay. Someone call Harris. It's time to commit some war crimes. Okay, 2 more 100 here. 100 here. Okay, that should be enough. No, not fighters. Strat bombers, please. Good. All to Berlin. Good. Sorry about the siren, by the way. We could probably be bombing from a lot further away, actually, now I think about it. Could probably do it from over here. Let's have a look. 200 here. Do I not have any jet bombers? I do, but not very many. We will also use some jet fighters to support our bombers, given their extreme range. They're the only fighters that are going to be able to do so. Shame there isn't an escort mission. So, I mean, that's not really going to... Obviously, air support, air superiority is not what we're gunning for over Eastern Germany. But what you going to do? Some more of this. Good. Okay, easy pockets established. A bunch more German divisions encircled there. That's what I like to see. We're yet to fight German divisions on German core territory, though, which is obviously going to be scary. God, got a bit booted there. You just grab some more ports in the area, that would be good. But we're pretty much crushing them right now, so I think we're going to be able to manage. This campaign is it's honestly drawing towards the end. It's been a long road, but we're crushing our way through now, practically unopposed. Their offensives have become jokes in large part in many areas. My fleet arrived yet? It has. Okay. What are we looking at here? 70 ships so far, more on the way. We'll wait for the rest to arrive before we take a proper inventory of the situation. Sent over all the really good ships out here as well, didn't I? Nope, some more line ships here that they could do with over there. Get yourselves over there. Meanwhile, what's in here? Yeah, good screen. Excuse me. Good screen. Thank you. The game's getting a bit laggy. Can I move this to the top? Yeah, good. I think by having it at the top, it might automatically get new guys. I'm not sure though. You guys should automatically go North Sea and Atlantic actually. But yeah, the screens should automatically go to the east. East, please. East, please. And you, please, to the east. Good. And the lines as well. To the east. To the east. To the east. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? No? Good. Okay, crushing the final little dregs of Italian-occupied territory out of the world. It's always nice. Pushing into the Maginot is going to be tough, of course, because those forts do work from both sides, unless they've dismantled the Maginot line, which looks like they haven't. Good, crushing in here. Liberating our Dutch friends, who have been fighting at sea so valiantly for so long. I don't mind if we take an excessive amount of territory here. If we have to fall back a bit, that's fine. So let's just push in deep on all lines that we can. Good. Okay. Yeah, cutting in there. You guys cut in here if you can. Yeah, we're struggling to push into the Maginot, unsurprisingly. We'll go round it to the north. That's fine. Switzerland has joined in France. Yep, that's fine. Or France. Switzerland has joined France, what I mean to say. Oh no, Hong Kong did actually fall. Yes, sir. Outrageous. It's alright, we'll have to liberate that, as did the port in the south. That's okay. We'll liberate them, or rather we'll let China liberate them, basically. China not making many gains lately. Let's give them a bit of a boost, shall we? Launching some of these attacks. Not going to cause much trouble for the enemy with those, though, really. They didn't look very good. Doesn't matter, though. We have bigger fish to fry. Okay. So you guys coming in here. I mean, it's tempting, and in fact I'm going to do it. Let's launch a major tank offensive into northwestern Germany right now. No delaying. No planning bonus. Just a wing and a prayer. Let's do this thing. And yes, the tanks from the south will be reassigned to the north. This infantry army just cover what was the Maginot line. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good here. Someone close up this pocket for me. Good. So here we can see they're now getting that. Oh no, that's an Italian division there. Oh, is that an exile division? It is an exile division because it's showing up German on the map. It's got a German commander. That's fun. Head east. Cologne has fallen. Large parts of the industrialized Rhineland now falling into our control. It's excellent news. Let's cut in here. That's good, good, good. Cross that river if we can. We're already past it, but still crossing it to secure this region seems good. Every time it hangs on an autosave, it gives me palpitations. Yeah, we're getting in there. Good. More aces. Obviously, we're now largely out of France. So let's pivot our plane deployment, please. Give me one less. Over here, please. 400 here. Can go here. Just want to keep these guys up to date in terms of their positioning. Oh god, we're overstacking this airbase. That's terrible. Never do that. Really tanks your efficiency, as I'm sure you know. How's the bombing going? Ah, don't open the freaking Wikipedia. Okay, we've lost 3 fighters and 10 bombers. Bombed 6 enemy buildings. That's not bad, honestly. For that short period of time, 6 buildings already taken down. This factory is not working for the enemy. The refinery is no longer producing fuel. It's good. It's real good. Oh, yeah. I was thinking, that's weird. Germany hasn't produced any refineries because they haven't got any fuel production here. But, haven't they changed how refineries work? Don't, yeah, synthetic refineries don't give oil anymore. They just give fuel gain. Okay, good. So they might have a bunch of refineries over there. I'm glad we figured that out. You guys, give me Dortmund. I believe. Keep pushing straight across that river. Give me that airbase. Yeah, easy money. Sedan's about to fall as the final. Not quite the final. Second final. Bit of Italian occupied land, I think, in the world. No, they're still just holding on to some parts of South Tyrol here. Stop changing up that front line, if you please. They're looking extremely lackluster in their defense of the Balkans now. But they're looking so lackluster that I'm prepared to remove all tank detachments from the region so that I can deploy them against Germany. Doop. Excuse me. Doop. Hello, game. Signed here. Attack plan here. There we go. Okay. We do need to sort out these front lines, but I don't want to spend the time to do it because we can't afford to slow down the tank offensive. We're making such good gains here in the north. It is currently going to the Netherlands, which is not ideal. They won't give me even a bit of the land, though, so not much I can do. Oh well, we can deal with it, is what we can do. Germans are beginning to provide a more fierce resistance, but many of our tanks are not even in the region, and the supply situation is still fine. Probably because many of our tanks are still not in the region, if we're being honest with ourselves. But oh well, we will overcome. Any men coming in here? Good. You guys, straight down here. Just get across that river. Good. Guys moving in here. Good. We could just clean up behind us. Bremen will fall. Hamburg will fall. It'll all fall. Going real well. We could do with some more CAS support up here. How about some local CAS? That sounds good. 700 here. Can go here. There we go. Bunch of CAS now deployed in the right region. The German Air Force must be taking a real battering. Hell yeah, it's halved in size. Meanwhile, the Italians have a meager 2,000-ish left. Absolutely glorious. Keep on pushing on. We're obviously heavily undercovered up here, but we've got a lot more men coming up the rear that will be able to provide defense if things start going wrong. We've got huge stacks of men moving through this southern region. Pretty excessive numbers, honestly. Very low defense in Metz, but yeah, that fort going to keep them standing strong there for now. We didn't manage to push them out of this southernmost tile. Let's try that again from multiple directions. They do appear to all be leaving, but I'd rather they left, leaving a few of their comrades in arms behind. Good. Get back here, and then double back. You guys can get in there. Good. You guys can get in there. Okay, just keep the pressure on these attacks while the tanks ravage through to the north. Another few pocketed if we can just take Bremen. Obviously, threat of encirclement for us here. But we're just moving too quickly through this area for them to take advantage of these weak spots. We're already crushing past them by the time they could have actually exploited the dangerous positioning. We've already swept past that part of the front line, and we're on to the next section, causing new problems for new divisions. It's beautiful, is what it is. The rolling tank offensive. Keep it coming. Okay. Further north. Having trouble pushing them out of Bremen. about some Marines that could help. We've got more tanks. Again, just rushing past their defences here. Fantastic. No longer need anyone deployed in close air support over that region. Over the Benelux. It's time to head further east. Just give me this air base if you would. And go on then. Give me these fighters over here. Give me the air base. I'm sure I told someone to attack this time. Apparently I didn't. You, grab me that tile. Sir, grab me that tile. Thank you. You across the river? Yes, good. Now push south while these guys keep pushing east. Berlin, almost in sight. Magdeburg and Hamburg obviously going to fall first, but so if you could head north, you could actually give these guys the encirclement penalty. That would be handy. A few tanks could cross the river and then attack from the other side. That would be even better. Nice. Okay, tanks, if you want to prioritize being a bit further north, that would be good. And let's make these attack plans a little less nonsensical. There we go. Okay, in the next episode, maybe Berlin. I think Berlin might fall in the very next episode. It's, things going rapidly in our favor now, which is great. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.